Hi there. Welcome to you. Welcome on this YouTube channel where I hope that you will find the answer that you're looking for. My name is Miki Sugusa. I am a former nurse and osteopath back then in Canada, now living in North Carolina, working as a health coach. I specialize in helping women just like you and I navigating the waters of menopause. And we know that this is a very big phase in a woman's life, yet it gets to be an amazing phase when you have the right tools. This video is dedicated to my very special friend who requested that because she didn't know what to do. Now, we're talking today about intermittent fasting and the cycle of a woman. Many of you know that intermittent fasting is so good for us, especially during this time of perimenopause and menopause, right? This is a way to go. It's one of the tools that we use. I actually use that tool, including longer fast with my clients. This helps us get, blood sugar on the right levels. It helps us lose weight. It helps us for many, many things, including detoxing. Here is the question of my friend. She's been doing 1 meal a day for a long time now, and she has plateaued. She is also getting more irritable, moody, doesn't know what is happening, and her cycle may be acting out. Now she's in her 50s, so we know that menopause is coming. We know that even if menopause is coming, yet if you're cycling, you still have this flow into you, this up and down of hormones, it's still happening. And living in sync with your hormones makes everything way easier. And when I say everything, it's literally everything. So I'm going to share with you here just a slide of the cycle, which is probably what you've seen when you were in ninth grade. So I'm sharing it. Let's go. A little bit of revision here. Now, this cycle here is made, you're going to say, it says day 1 to day 28. This is an average, lady. You may not be at 28. I'm not at 28. And, some people are even on a 32-day cycle. Some of them are at 24. So make those numbers fit where you are. You have to know your cycle. So you might need to track your cycle in order to follow this system. And here we go. Notice those lines, right? We have 3 hormones here: progesterone, the green line, then the kind of like yellowish line is testosterone, and then estrogen is like the pinkish one. Now, you can see at the beginning, day 1, which is when we bleed, till like day 8-ish, 9, those lines are pretty flat. This means that this is an incredible window for you to fast. It means that if you are actually doing 1 meal a day, it will work fine with you. Your body is not experiencing tons of hormones going on. It's actually pretty good. This is actually when you can actually do longer fasts. Some of my clients will do a 72-hour fast. I just want to caution you here that you have to know your limits. And if you need to work with an expert, which I highly recommend, if you're doing it for your first time, please do so that you are being followed and being taken care of. There's just a few things to prep for longer fast. But like intermittent fasting, if you're doing a 16 hours, 17 hours, those day 1 till like day 10, beautiful. Your body's going to love it. And your body's actually going to love being on a more of a low carb keto side here. It's not going to ask for more sugar. That's just how it is during day 1 to day 10. After that, day 10 to like day 15, this is where we're preparing for the ovulation, right? Like our egg. So it's a beautiful period in the woman's life. We are powerful, we are beautiful, we're more sexy, our hair looks fine, nails, all of that. We're more talkative. It's just an amazing phase. And our libido is higher because look at that, testosterone is also up. Like we had a junction of those 3 powerful hormones at the same time. And so estrogen is going to want you to do certain things. It's going to eat differently compared to progesterone, which we're going to get to it later. So during your estrogen phase, It's very important for you not to fast, not to do those crazy long fasts because it's going to upset estrogen. You want to honor what is happening inside of your body. So be more intuitive. If you actually feel or having like those kind of like cravings, listen to them. So here are some of those estrogen food that will be so good for you during your cycle, during that window, right? Where this is like flax seeds, sesame seed, soybeans, edamame, garlic, dry apricot, dates, prunes, peaches, berries, lots of beautiful berries. Not only are they antioxidant, but they're so good for your estrogen and also your cruciferous vegetables. So those are your cauliflower, Brussels sprouts, um, broccoli. This is to support the liver as well. Why? Because once estrogen goes down, you want your liver to purge. You want your system to purge all that extra estrogen. You don't want it to stay in your system. That's why we're taking so much care of our liver and our gut at all time. That's why we're staying away from processed food. So window, day 10 to like day 15, we're doing estrogen supporting food and we are staying away from longer fasts. You can still intermittent fast. I love doing like those 15 hours a day. They are beautiful on those estrogen days. Next, you're going to see that it dips down. Here again is another window where you can do longer fasts. So this will be like day 15 till like day 21 or even day 22, depending on your cycle. This is going to be a great window for you to do longer fasts or you do your 1 meal a day. It will work fine. You go back to a low carb or keto. That will be fantastic for you. Now watch the next one, which is progesterone phase. Progesterone needs to peak so that we can have our period. This is going to come 1 week before your period, right? On this graphic here, it's about day 20, day 21 till like day 28. So that 1 week. This is not the time for longer fast. This is not the time to test your limits. This is actually the time to indulge into, things that makes you feel so good. I like calling that phase cocooning phase. You're going to feel it. This is not the time where you want to go party. You actually don't want to hang out with friends that way. Like you might want to just cuddle up on a couch and read a good book. You may just want to go for walks in the wood instead of hitting the gym. You may want to do yoga instead of lifting weights. You may want to just write in your journal, do more meditation, connect yourself to self. This is a cocooning time. This is your time. And frankly, progesterone doesn't like stress. She doesn't do well with stress, which is why when we're like 1 week before a period, that's why we're going to feel so easily overwhelmed and like anxious because progesterone is not going to be able to rise as high if we are stressed. It's just how it is. If the stress hormone is out there, progesterone can't rise. So in order for you to support progesterone, make sure that you are very in control of, your stressful life or like dim down the activities. Don't overcommit yourself. Don't overschedule yourself. Rather, put into your schedule things that you really love, right? And then eat the food that are progesterone building. Those will be like your beans. Those are the good carbs. The beans, the potato, the squashes, the quinoa. I also love sweet potatoes, especially the one that are purple inside. Can't remember the name. Like it's like Asian sweet potatoes. Like it's like purplish inside. And then this is actually when you want to do tropical fruit as well. It's so, so good. So that's because progesterone loves going higher up. She loves to have a little bit more sugar. And that's why many women will say, I want to eat chocolate. I want to eat chocolate. Not only are we craving for more magnesium, but we actually want the sugar to go higher in our blood system. So honor that phase. By doing so, you are going to experience something incredible. I'm going to start presenting. So you're going to experience an incredible shift in your life. You are going to become not only more regular, very predictable into your cycle, and you're going to experience so much more peace because now you're going to live with the programming that is inside your cells. And so that incredible sinking in is just going to bring so much quietness, peacefulness, and less of all those undesirable effect that comes you know, or like symptoms that come with perimenopause. Like you're going to experience less of them. So less hot flashes, less sleeps at night. You're going to have, less of those heavier bleeding, like spotting here and there, all those crazy things, less of them. It's just going to be a more wonderful, predictable um, way of living and feeling as well. I'm excited to hear back from you. Let me know if this helps you. And if you are interested in working with me, we can connect below. There's my website. Book your complimentary discovery call. We can talk together so that I can help you figure out what is it that you need to do right now. Because really, this is an incredible phase in a woman's life. This is amazing, and you can make it amazing. You live only once. There's still so much for you to accomplish. I'm sure you have a bucket list. And for that bucket list, I'm sure that you need to have an incredible body to not only thrive into this time, but like in your 50s, 60s, 70s. Like this is all possible if you do the changes now. All right. Take care. Bye.